Welcome everybody to day 6 of the International 3 Eastern Qualifiers where, well, we're down to 4 teams and 4 teams competing to have a chance at $2.2 million. We've reached the $2.2 million mark. I'm Gods, joining me is AUI 2000, and well, we're down in the lower bracket today. We've seen LGD China advance yesterday, and boy did they look good, and the other 3 teams had some amazing games as well.
Yeah, for sure. Vici looked really strong, and I mean, these two teams didn't look shabby themselves, especially I remember Lanham's Storm was pretty incredible. He had really nice play mid, picked the early wand. His Storm rotated top, got 2 kills, and really carried them throughout the entire early mid game.
Yep. Joining us, of course, will be our 2 casters for today. I'm actually the only David here for today. The other 2 Davids are taking a much-needed day off, apparently. We're going to be joined by Purge and Blitz on the desk. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. A lot more rested than I was yesterday, so hopefully I can put a lot of focus in these matches.
Yeah. I got to catch some of the matches. They were pretty exciting. So I've had a bit of a break myself, so I'm really excited to be able to cast again, especially with my man. It is hard to define our relationship, but we'll say casting mates for now.
Is that what you call it?
That's what
you say publicly.
We're not having this conversation here, but anyways, we're getting ready to jump into games, right?
I don't know. Wait, not even close yet.
Oh, all right. Well. Then let's just banter.
That was a great attempt at segueing, but you jumped the gun.
This is just introducing stuff, saying hi to everyone who will be taking part in the cast. We're going to start by actually taking a recap of what happened yesterday. We sort of alluded to some of the matches, how LGD China did so well yesterday. And really, yesterday, all 3 series went the distance. We had 3 full 3-game series, 9 games in total. It was a long, long day for all of us. But we'll take a quick recap of what went down yesterday.
They will have to double buyback if the teamfight goes poorly and go for it. Remember, Dragon form. Sylar's going to get stunned. Remember, he's got buyback. He's baiting this to a certain extent, hoping that they'll commit heavily. They even use the BKB. This could be a blunder going for Sylar this heavily. They'll bring him down with the Abyssal Blade, but he's going to buy back immediately. Xiao Tuji, there's your buyback. Here comes your haunt. Is it going to be enough? Hard to say right now. Chaos in the middle of the fight. Xiao Tuji critting everyone. 2 down. He wants more. Can he find it? Sylar is alive here. Xiao Tuji bashes him. Is he going to win the man fight, though? He's dropping pretty fast. He'll go down. No, not before Sylar. Yes, before Sylar. He's still got the Aegis, though. He's going to come back.
From Wisp. He's actually in the back of the team fight, and that's what really will allow them. There's a GG call.
LGD contest, I feel, around the pit. They might actually have the advantage. They have Surge, they have Ion Shell and Xiaowei. Roche is dropping quickly. It's not going to go down in time. Xiaowei's got the blink. This could be a bad fight for Rising Stars, and Xiaowei gets the jump. He's going to come in now. He's going to start with Sticky Napalm. Flame breaks them all back in. Lance is coming through. Ice Trap catches 2. There's your vacuum. There's your AoE. Rising Stars in a headlong retreat. They lose 3. They may lose 4. Lance will follow Xiao Tuji even after the blink, but it doesn't matter. They push XCD back in. This Roche might go to LGD as well. DDT in the enemy jungle, hunting for a kill under cover of Vendetta. He'll go in now, he'll impale 2, a casual 2-hero stun, and probably some kills as well. The Shackle shot isn't going to connect because DD actually disrupts Batrider. Who even cares? Air's dropping fast. He needs a way out. Can he get away? He won't even time-lapse. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure why not. Probably would have died anyway, but Shatuji next in line. 4 dead, call it 5, super, no way out for him. He'll channel Illuminate. Xiaowei says, I don't care, I want these kills, double kill for me.
Kind of gang squad squad. We've seen, and FY is dead. Like, you get seen right now, you get Omnistash. Maybe one of these guys is going to take a couple hits. No, it's going to, oh, I see, thought about TPing out, sees the fact that he can go for a solo kill. Clockwork Hook's going to come in right now, and look at Spectre, walks into it, gets vacuumed back out, and maybe decided to walk back into it, but the healing ward gets dropped by Icy.
For Vici right now.
Yep, tier 1 push up top here. I don't think Dark Green by herself will defend. X, Torrent, all going to be used, and the Mystic Flare. Magic Wand, and she's going to blink out. She does blink, and Arcane Boots, Magic Wand up. No, they're not going to get the kill. Everybody did. Oh no, the other Arcane. That would not destroy, I don't think. And these Hawks.
Run.
Luo, oh man. Actually might make it back to the base. I think she might. Oh my god.
Right, she's got
Magic Wand, Magic Wand. She. Oh!
Alright, she lives.
What a player.
Not dead.
These tower pushes, very, very big deal for the supports because they definitely need some gold. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, ZSMJ is going to eat a rocket to the face. Are they going to be making that dive? Tier 1 slow Clockwork is going to fly right in here. And this is going to be, wow, oh my god, Global's going to come through. They're going to get the kill. 4-5 TP is going to come in. Fruneraw's low. Fruneraw's going to purge. He's going to go picked off here. And where's XTT? He's going to be actually micro. He needs to micro that war. Somebody targets it. They do 2-man Torrent. My god, CTY is landing some beautiful ones. And now Luo's creeping back and forth for the kill. FY, oh, he does hit the slur for the slow animation. It's going to mean he's going to go down to Rizzo. XTT's on the run.
Continue to find farm. They will go on mid. They impale XTT. He could be in trouble. The boat comes in. The familiars are here. They want to take this fight under the wall, under the AoE of LGD. Can they do it? XTT actually lives through all. I cannot believe it, but the pipe was there. It was enough. Now ZSMJ comes in. Look at the MKB damage. Triple kill for him. Call it an ultra if he finds one more. He will. ZSMJ is back, baby, and it might just be a rampage. Sylar, well, maybe he gets away. There's your X. Torrent to come out. Is there disruption available? There's not this time. There's your boat as well. XTT in trouble. The boat's going to splash through. Cuts off the head of FY. This could be the end with Sylar giving chase. He's diving the base. He wants CSMJ. Brings him down low. Won't finish him up. One lane of Rex potentially in the offing here. LGD, if they take this game, they're going back to Seattle. And then the only question is, will it be as a wild card team or as a main event squad? We'll find out. Remains to be seen. For the time being, they take one lane of Rex and they can taste it at this point, and I bet it tastes pretty damn good. CTY, he's carried his team far, but can he bring them the whole distance? Doesn't feel like it. Full kit and caboodle comes out, and Vici Gaming farms under the shadow of their tier 4s. Looks like this will be the end.
So there you have it, guys. No big surprises as far as the results go, but as far as the journey there was a lot of sort of close matches, tight matches at that. LGD, they go through to the grand finals first. They're guaranteed a trip to Seattle later this year, although whether or not they're going to be participating or playing that wildcard match is still for grabs. I guess as far as yesterday's games go, the big thing to me was some of the new picks and trends we're seeing. The two most picked heroes of the tournament so far, Darkseer and Visage. Visage really coming out of nowhere. A hero you really love seeing.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
He's good.
This is our professional player analysis.
He's really good at picking off supports if he ever gets ahead. Yeah. He provides excellent nuke, decent disable, bird lockdown. They don't get stunned by like half the hero pool of spells.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much always find that bird drop down to interrupt team fights.
Yeah, as far as looking forward to today's games, I imagine another hero we'll see quite a bit. Saw quite a bit of Juggernaut as well yesterday. Kunkka.
Yeah, we even saw a Slurk pick. Didn't go so well, but
hey, it was a cute little idea in that last game to pull it out. Didn't go so well, unfortunately, for Vici Gaming. They're going to be playing our second match of today. We'll take a quick look at our schedule to see how things are going to pan out today. We've only got 2 best of 3s for you. The first one coming up soon, Rising Stars up against Team Rattlesnake. Both teams from China, of course. Here in the playoffs, everyone's from China. And that's our first best of 3. Then following that, we have our decide who's going to join LGD in that grand finals. It's Vici Gaming up against the winner of that first match. We can take a quick look at our bracket to see how we actually got here to give you guys a better idea. This is our bracket from yesterday, where we did have that upper bracket being played out. Today, essentially, it's the entire loser bracket. So starting off at the bottom there with the two Rising Stars and Rattlesnake, then on to Vici Gaming. So we'll not dilly-dally too much. The teams, the players are ready. As you guys can tell at home, we're pretty much now at scheduled time. So we're going to start getting right into introducing our two teams, Rattlesnake as well as Rising Stars. In our opening match, we'll take a quick look at our two rosters. Rising Stars, well, I guess the main thing that stood out AUI has been the Wisp play from them. Do you think it's something they look to sort of pull out again here, or do they go somewhere else?
I mean, I think they're a team that's comfortable enough with Wisp, but if the other team gives it to them, they'll take it every time. But I don't think that they're ever going to get it.
Yeah, well, there we had Zhao Tuji. Air their solo mid play. We saw a solo mid Weaver. Didn't work out too well against LGD. The one game they won was that game 1. I'm trying to remember what Air was actually... Do you remember what he was playing in that first game?
Unfortunately, I don't.
That's all right. I don't either, so I'm just as useless. Then we have Mofi. Mofi actually was switching between the 3 and the 4 position quite a bit, playing some of that off-lane role. Juggernaut, Clockwork, some of his signature heroes, and then onto the two supports for this Rising Stars team. We have one of their support players, XDD, as well as our final support, Super. And Super's the guy, he plays the Wisp, but he also plays the Enchantress. He actually didn't play the Wisp in their game yesterday, although he normally plays it. That's because they had that Enchantress. This is a very new team, a very young team, very lacking in experience compared to some of the other teams, but they proved yesterday that they can take down a team like LGD China, so they're not a team to really be messed with. But we'll take a quick look at our Rattlesnake team, and this is a team, I would almost somewhat compare them to your team at times. Dignitas and a team known for not always running straight up supports. Like you guys run a Clockwork support, you guys will often go with these more greedy lineups, and they do something very similar. I don't know if you'd agree there.
Yeah, no, some of their lineups look pretty similar. Like you have a Darkseid jungle, Clockwork support.
Yeah.
It's greedy, but if you get away with it, sometimes you can just win the game straight off that.
Yep. Well, we have Icy, our main carry player for the Rattlesnake squad. Then we have our generally solo mid player, Luo. He has played a couple games on the Doombringer throughout this tournament. We've also seen some solo mid Alchemists from him here and there. He does really have quite a versatile hero pool. We have Lanam, the off-lane player generally. He played a fantastic Storm Spirit that you were talking about.
And that one was mid, so
Yeah.
this team is very versatile with their lanes.
I think that's something which Rising Stars as well as Rattlesnake both have in common, that they're very unpredictable. You don't know how and where they're going to lane things necessarily. With Vici Gaming, you generally know, but with these two teams, it's hard to predict. So we have our two supports. Kabu's another player. He sometimes actually plays that off-lane Clockwork in a 3 position, so he's not always on that 4 position support. Then finally, our hard supporter is Sag, formerly known as Neo. He plays a fantastic Earthshaker. That's something I'd love to see brought up by Rattlesnake here. And this is... They're rated very high on drafting. I feel drafting is one of the things they're just so unpredictable about. They have so many different ways they can go. And to me, the drafting with them is it's more they have an unconventional, very unique play style, something which is sort of hard to lock down and hard to sort of play against at times. So we'll see how they do here up against Rising Stars. As far as what sort of key heroes and key players do we need to look out for in this matchup, do you feel?
I think that there's that lineup where they ran like no real hard carry. They had like a Storm middle, they had a Queen of Pain short lane, and I really like that lineup because it was very aggressive, and if they were able to keep the enemy team down, those heroes, they're not carries, but they could snowball and sort of semi-carry the game.
I think Juggernaut was their last hero in the offensive trial lane, and like
they did like this Juggernaut Darkseid lane or something.
Yeah,
That was really smart versus Lone Druid, because you Aisha him, you surge him, you spin, and it does like 200 DPS. Lone Druid can't even set his tower. I mean, he was against VG, and their Lone Druid player played really well. He didn't die. He farmed each camp. But I think that type of innovative draft, that sort of just like when you win the draft, you're just in such a good position, and at this level, winning something that puts you at advantage pretty much wins you the game. It's not like it's not like Rising Star doesn't have the potential to win the game even from that disadvantage. But man, like if Rattlesnake can outdraft them like they did in some of the VG games, I feel like they have a really good shot at
I think that's actually a cool thing looking forward to this match, is neither team known for picking a lot of hard carries. I'd say Rising Stars on occasion look to fall back on a hard carry like an Alchemist, which they've done a couple of times with Zhao Tuji playing him, but definitely Rattlesnake. It's like you say, 3 semi-carries. Queen of Pain even got shut down. The beauty of it is that they shut down one, you have 2 others to fall back on who can control the game really well. So we'll see how things go down here. The two teams almost ready. Before we get into the game and pass over the casters, what's your prediction for this match?
I think that Rattlesnake looked a lot better in their earlier games. They're against VG, and LGD did beat VG, so there might be something there. But Rising Stars, they took a game off LGD, and I think the other 2 games were a bit quite lopsided, whereas Rattlesnake, they did fairly well versus LGD. I think they could have won that series quite. Sorry, they did
Against
fairly well
VG
versus
Gaming.
VG. I think they could have won that series.
Yeah, they looked really good. Especially one game to me that they lost with the Doombringer pick looked like it could have almost gone either way. It was just a couple misplays, a couple bad decisions. It looked like, and well, I have to agree. I think Rattlesnake are the better team. We'll have a quick break, guys. When we come back, we'll be passing over to our casters who will be live in game with our opening match of today. It's going to be Rattlesnake up against the Rising Stars. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're into game 1 here between Rising Stars as well as Rattlesnake. Keep in mind, whoever does lose this set gets completely eliminated from the tournaments. These games are super high stake.
Yeah, and actually we saw both teams put up quite a performance yesterday. Vici and LGD obviously the favorites, but both teams look like they could have won. They actually took a game off each, and I think it was actually Rising Stars that looked like they should have won
Yeah.
overall, right? If I'm
Yeah, I
remembering
think so.
correctly.
Yeah, I think it could go either way, honestly. Every single game from here on out is absolutely insane. This is the top 4 teams from the qualifiers. They've all shown really good individual performance. Every single one of them took a game off of LGD in the previous day, so, I mean, the games are going to be insane. So let's hop into the game client here. We are into the picking already, and actually first pick going to start things off. It's going to be a Lifestealer pick for Rattlesnake. This hero's been actually getting banned a lot in the first round.
Yeah, it's actually just such a powerful hero. I mean, it has a great initiating spell that actually heals your team from all damage. It has a free BKB essentially that gives you attack speed on top of that. That ultimate provides such a critical escape possibility, and also it heals you to full if you can get a large enough creep. I mean, I think David God says that it's the best hero in Dota.
Remaining.
I just saw him roll his eyes, but I'm always going to reference that because I believe in that.
5 seconds remaining.
Why is he rolling his eyes then? Does he not believe this anymore?
No, because I reference it every single
Okay.
time that hero's picked. Or
If I say it, it's true.
Let's just wait until Lifestealer gets a kill and we'll be like, God said it, man.
God said it.
There
but
it is. Absolute proof. Best hero in Dota. Got a kill.
It's fantastic though. If you really
Yeah,
think
it
about
is
it,
good.
it has a 6-second BKB, right?
With 4 skill points, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's very good, yeah. The disable is fantastic as well. He doesn't have a stun, so he can be countered by a couple things, but once you grab an armlet and some movement speed, it's really some solid damage. Kind of surprised to see so many Kunkka bans, actually, the first round. Now, I started seeing LGD drafting the hero a lot. They were playing him during the G1 League finals, and playing him in a mid-roll, and they picked him almost every single game, or at least they picked him a lot of the games, in my experience. It was pretty impressive to see, and just to see